Hello everybody, Lathander here. I'm just taking some time at almost 3 in the morning after a long day at work to give you a bit of an update on the combat mode mod. So nothing bad, there's nothing bad coming from the combat mode mod, so don't worry about that. I haven't been banned or anything, as you can see, my account's still active. Yeah, but version 1.1 has been recently released. And with 1.1 come a couple of changes. First and foremost, you can either download a standalone application instead of having to use auto hotkey, which is kind of nice. Along with that comes a completely rewritten script that will draw less from your CPU, so those users who have a slightly older or dated or less powerful setup won't experience as much of a bottleneck. So that'll be nice for folks who have a slightly older computers and were actually noticing a bit of a hit on their performance while they were running the auto hotkey and combat mode script. However, there is still an auto hotkey version of this, so if you don't want to download the actual application and have to run it from that, you can still go with the auto hotkey version. It's got all the updates, so it has the rewritten script, it has the lovely customized menu. Well, actually, I don't know if it has this, because I figure the auto hotkey script is going to be the same as before. This is the other nice change from the application version, is the ability to alter things in-game. Very nice feature. Now, be aware that regardless of whether you open this from the folder or you use the shortcut key, which you can see, is defaulted to insert, this window is locked to the center of your screen and has no option to be moved around. It is also always on top, so you can't really do anything noticeable while it is there in the background. However, it's really not too bad. You just either save or exit, and bam, there it goes. You can do whatever you need to do, and then bring it up and get rid of it. One thing that did kind of bug me about the update to auto hotkey was the crosshairs. All of the old crosshairs were copied over to the 1.1 version, with the exception of ring. And ring was the only one I liked, because the problem that I have with everything else, let me just switch to small circle blue, is the fact that it's big. It is big, and it stands out, and is incredibly noticeable. And I don't like that. I liked ring because it was nice, it was streamlined, it was small, and it fit the art direction of the game. And it gets even worse if you decide to try and use one of the large circles. That is even bigger. Not by much, mind you. I would rather say that this is large, and the other one is slightly smaller, than say that this one is slightly bigger, because it's really, there's not much of a difference between the two. It would be nice to see them, get smaller than that, have a very small option, or a tiny option, or something along those lines, would be nice. However, allow me to show you the best part of this. If you take the time to set it up, whoops, that was large. Ha ha ha, fail. There we are. Save it, and I have my ring. Now, it's actually really, really simple to do this. All you have to do when you install, or rather install, you don't have to install. This is not an installer. Once you unpack it from the zip file, you're going to have this particular folder here, GW2CM 1.1. Move that wherever you want to put it. There's your application. There's your in-game settings. There's your settings. It's exactly the same screen outside of the game, so it really doesn't matter which one you use. They both do the same thing. This is the one that is called when you press the insert key in-game, however. In the info and files, you've got some information that really doesn't matter. The icon for GWTCM, which will still show up in your taskbar as did the auto hotkey version, and then there's your crosshairs folder. All you have to do is go into version 1.0 auto combat mode folder, go into your crosshairs folder, take ring, open it in paint, and save it as a .bmp. So save it as a bitmap and move that into your 1.1 crosshairs folder. Take one of the other crosshairs. I used small circle yellow. Alter the name of it slightly. I put a period on there just so that if I want to edit that back at some point, which I probably won't, I can. And then change the name of the bitmap version, as you can see, bitmap, ring to whatever that crosshair was called. Then all you have to do is go into the game, hit insert, change it to, in my case, small circle yellow, choose the height you want it at. I like it at 0.35. You can put it pretty much anywhere, depending on where you want it to be, where you want your crosshair to be locked on the screen. I like it at 0.35 because it feels right, it feels good. That is a good spot on my screen for the crosshair to be locked to. The benefit, I suppose, to having it lower than that, say at 0.6, is if you are the type who prefers to have a closer ground targeting, so make it easier to ground target directly in front of you or on top of yourself, this would make it easier. Because if you notice with 0.3, you can't get very close to yourself. Or was that 0.3 or 0.35? That was 0.35, yeah. So with 0.35, you can't actually get very close to yourself with your ground targets. With anything higher than that, say 0.5 or 0.6, 0.5 is going to be dead center in the screen. You can get much closer to yourself with your ground targeted skills than you can with anything else. So that would be the only instance that I could possibly see where it would be more useful to have it, say, here than 0.35 or anything higher, with a lower value. Lower values are higher on the y-axis, higher values are lower on the y-axis. Don't ask me why, that's just the way the developer decided to do it. Now, that being said, there is one other really nice feature that was added with Auto Hotkey version 1.1. I will go and demonstrate. It's a combat change to it, and it's actually really, really nice. So if you're fighting something, hit the X key, and you can change this at any time, but it will lock the target as long as you don't move your crosshair too far away from it. As you can see, I haven't lost my target, I'm still targeting the red ooze. Now, if I look too far away, it does untarget, and now I'm not going to press X. If I look away, okay, it's not doing it now. If I look away just a little bit, it removes that target from my targeted enemies. You actually have to keep a much... oh, hey, candy corn. You have to keep a much closer rein on where your cursor is in relation to your target. However, if you use that target lock feature, you can go a significant distance from your chosen target and not end up losing it, which is a great addition. I'm probably not going to use it very much because I like being able to swing from target to target really quickly and easily, so I probably won't find it too useful, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who's going to find it immensely useful. Give me my candy corn. Haven't gotten any on this character yet, so
it's easy when you know
it's kind of
how.
nice. Oh no, I wasted my daily... oh cool, I got a trick-or-treat bag as well. Ah, more candy corn. Sexy. So that's the majority of the changes that came with version Black Crocus. I probably don't have the right... oh, cool, I did. And I got dye. Sexy! I already have it, banana dye. I've already got a lot of dyes on this particular character. I've spent a lot of gems so far. Yeah. I believe in supporting the game. I'll probably end up buying some of the new costume items for Halloween, but I haven't made any decisions yet because I'm kind of strapped for cash at the moment. Is there anything else that I am missing? I don't believe there is. I will have the link to the new Reddit page for version 1.1, which has both the MediaFire download, which is your standalone application, and the AutoHotkey version. It has both of them on the page. I will have that link in the video description below. As I was saying, the user interface, you press insert, brings it up. You can do your alterations and whatnot while you're playing the game. You don't have to close out. You don't have to right-click on this and choose reset. Oh yes, one thing that I did overlook is you can check for updates directly from the tray. However, this feature is not quite working yet. 404 not found. The page is not available at this point in time. I'm assuming that is a change that is going to be made at a point in the future. At the moment, though, it's really not a big deal. Just go to the Reddit page. There's the target lock toggle key, as I explained. Over 50 crosshairs. I don't like any of them. I use the ring. Ring's great. It's small. It's noticeable, but it's not too noticeable, and you can still tell. You can still see it when there's lots of stuff going on screen. So it's really nice. It's better than a neon or a bright fluorescent color right there in the middle of the screen, standing out and being all ugly. I mean, come on. Guild Wars 2 is all about the art style and the beautiful scenery and that sort of thing. So having this pastel blue circle or X or plus in the middle of my screen just does not appeal. He's done some bug fixes. It's a standalone program, though you can use AutoHotkey, some performance tweaks, and smaller code for less CPU draw. So that's everything I've covered. I have covered everything. I will include the link to version 1.0 in the video description below as well, because if you want to get the ring file out of it, that's the only place you're going to find it. That's pretty much it. So that'll do it for this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it informative. I'm going to be moving starting tomorrow, so I'm going to start moving stuff tomorrow, so my computer's going to be torn down, so I won't have a video up for a little while. The place I'm moving into, I'm going to have a small room to start with, and then come sometime in November when the tenants who are living downstairs finally leave, I'll be moving down there. Or it might be a little bit longer than that, because I believe there's going to be some renovations done to the garage to turn it into a room, and that's where I'm going to be down there. I'm going to get my own living space. It'll be really nice. I'll actually be able to get some posters and decorations and that sort of thing up on the walls and have more than just an ugly off-white wall in the background when I actually do use the webcam. It'll be nice to actually have something back there. So I probably won't be doing any more videos until sometime in mid-November or maybe a bit later. I might do something in the meantime, probably just a League of Legends recording video or something along those lines, but don't expect anything. Feel free to leave me comments, send me some messages if you got questions or concerns or anything like that. I will be able to respond to them because I gotta love Android phones, but I won't be able to do much outside of that. That's everything. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you liked this video, if you found it informative, rate, comment, subscribe. Leave me comments down below, anything that you found you didn't like, anything you found that you really did like. I am always open to feedback, and anything that can help me make these videos better and more entertaining. I definitely take all of your feedback into consideration, so every comment that you guys leave below helps me in some way. I appreciate it, so feel free to do it. I also have a Facebook and a Twitter page that I post updates for my videos and whatnot on. I do post from time to time on them. I don't do it too often right now because I've got next to no followers, but I'm trying. I advertise in every one of my videos. I'm trying to build that up a bit. I figure it's not going to be something that I'm going to focus too heavily on until I actually get more followers. I'm going to cross that bridge when it gets to that point. I also have a Twitch page. I do stream from time to time League of Legends and PlanetSide 2, though where PlanetSide 2 is concerned, it doesn't seem to work very well. It might just be my location, but regardless of how well my internet's working at the time and the settings that I've got set up and the server that I have it routed to, it doesn't run very well. I get a lot of chop and lag and all sorts of garbage, and nothing I've done really has been able to solve the problem. From what I've read, it's an issue with Twitch, and has been going on for a little while. It's not exclusive to me, but regardless, I do still stream from time to time, so if you're interested, feel free to go down there, subscribe me. I also update my Facebook and Twitter automatically when I start screaming. When I start screaming, yeah, you definitely want to tune in when I start doing that, because I'll probably be playing SCP Containment Breach or something along those lines. But when I start streaming, they automatically send updates to my Facebook and Twitter pages. So if you're following me on one of those two, you'll get the update and can tune in if you'd like. That's it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a good day, morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching this. Lathander out. Oh, yes. P.S. I almost forgot this. I got a little bit ahead of myself. One of the other problems with combat mode is that when you have it running, regardless of whether it's active or not, Alt-Tab is laggy and borderline doesn't work. So Windows key works, Alt-Tab works very sporadically. It's very hit and miss, so yeah, bear that in mind. That said, time for me to go crash. I am so tired right now. Thanks again for watching. I said that like 5 times now, but yeah, thanks. Thank you. You guys rock. I love you guys. Lathander out. And sure, we'll go. Ah! Wait, what? Why did you... What? Why is it doing that? Why? What the crap is that? Is my alt button stuck? No. Then what the... Why is it doing the... But... the... Huh? What the hell was that? I don't even know what my computer was just doing. Oh my god. What the hell was that? I've never even seen that feature in Windows 7. I don't even know how to tab. It's not doing it anymore, so I don't know what the heck that was. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Oh, I gotta take a moment to compose myself.